Hey party people, I'm Kelly.
And I'm Bean.
And we're Kelly Beans Bees. We're second-year beekeepers here in Central Virginia, and today we are going through the Chunky Monkey Hive out at the pumpkin patch. So there was a medium on top. There are 3 frames that they've started to draw out.
Not even that they've started to draw out that have honey in them. That super is the only one that we actually had drawn frames in when we stuck it in. Some of it had honey, but we've got quite a bit of honey stored up there already, and then they've started work on a few of the other frames as well. So we've at least got some honey to pull off.
So if you're at home, you can do a little honey dance. Whip, whip.
So, you know, we'll leave it on for now, wait until they start drawing out and filling some of those other frames, and then probably kind of soon come out and pull that off just so that they can start storing honey in those frames again, so that they don't fill this part out. So I've already pulled out the outside frame here. Didn't have anything drawn on it. That's okay. The outside frames in a 10 frame box, a lot of times they don't really use a whole lot.
Yeah.
And I will share a little secret with you. We've already pulled the next 2 frames,
What the heck?
but we figured we'd show you because they looked real nice. So my side of this frame doesn't have anything on it.
But
side
your
is beautiful.
side. Look at that beautiful frame. It is capped honey.
Yep, that is all honey. The bees have brought in nectar. They've stored it away. They've dehydrated it, and they've gotten it to a point where they've said, hey, we don't need to dehydrate it anymore. It will be shelf stable. So they've capped it over with wax, and that's a full frame of honey. So
Looks good.
I will drop this frame in and pull up the second frame.
This is as far as we've gone.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I said that I wanted to show you the first 2 frames, so
Look at that again.
this one is another full frame of honey, but this time on both sides.
Nice.
So this honey, don't get excited yet, because this honey
not for us.
isn't for us. This honey is for the bees. They are storing it away for winter. This is going to be their winter food stores.
Yeah.
That's what's going to get them through the cold times when there's
we call
nothing to
it,
go out
yeah.
and forage. So really good to see as a beekeeper, probably not as good to see as someone who just wants honey.
Yeah. I was about to say, you all want to see the honey in this top box.
Right.
That's what would make you excited. Yeah, so we're just going through doing our normal hive inspections. This side, top ring of honey.
Yeah, this is all honey down in here. There's a little bit of, I was going to say a little bit of pollen. There's like maybe 5 cells of pollen. The rest is all honey.
5, so many.
And this side, again, is pretty much all honey as well. So they are bringing in a ton of honey.
Yeah.
It was
I'm
a little
surprised.
Yes.
I thought that the other would be. I don't really know how to help you.
Yeah. So it's a little warm out. So Kelly is actually under an umbrella right now to try to protect her phone from the sun because it's already overheated on us once.
It just says temperature and then won't let you do anything.
Yep.
And I'm like, it's the end of May. It's not even that hot.
Right. So she's under an umbrella right now. So
I have no hands.
On top of trying to record, she is also holding an umbrella over her phone. So
yeah, I also have PTSD because last time I had the umbrella at the bees, I got stung. But Bean has reassured me I'm not wearing leggings this time. I have a full suit, so I should be okay. But they're still really buzzing. They get up under the umbrella with me because they want to hang, and then they try to leave, and then they just pow, pow right into the umbrella because they can't get out.
Yep.
All right.
So that frame that I just pulled out,
Yeah.
I pulled all that wax off the bottom as you saw.
Yeah. What?
I'm going to keep talking, but I'm going to make my life easier.
You're just walking away.
We're going to shake out the bees in this hive anyway.
Oh, you are?
So it's not going to stay here. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm going to move this over.
You might want to pull your pants up.
Don't whisper it. They can still hear you.
Sorry, guys.
Yeah, my pants are loose today.
Maybe even losing some weight.
I hope so,
out.
You know?
Yeah.
I haven't been working out.
Working out on
so
the
I don't
couch.
know. I don't know what the difference would have been. But anyway, you saw me pull the comb off the bottom of that frame. It was kind of stuck at the bottom to the frames below it. So I am expecting...
We're here for the wax, so the people know.
Yes, but I'm expecting to have to kind of deal with that as I continue on.
Yeah.
pulling up all of the frames.
They like to see it. They like to see when you pull off the wax.
So I've got 2 queen cups there.
Cups or cells?
Cups, nothing in them.
Cups.
There are no eggs within them.
Are you
There's one
crunching?
there too.
Oh.
I think I'm going to. There's nothing in them, so it's not going to harm anything.
Okay.
I haven't really seen eggs yet because I'm on the outer frame still.
And on the top. Yeah.
Yes. So, not super worried about not seeing eggs, but if they haven't stuck anything in these cups already, then not having a queen won't change anything. Because they need the queen to put an egg in the cell before they can actually turn it into a new queen. So, if there's nothing in it, I can squish it down. No problemos. I am getting out part of a stinger. Yep. Just to make sure that I don't squish it into my hand.
Yeah, that'd be unfortunate.
Yep.
So, perfect.
We have recently been looking into which... Yeah, there's a lot of comb down below, I think.
Yeah.
Because I'm getting stuck on it. But we've recently been looking into which jars we're going to order for honey.
Yeah.
And as we talked about, there's some honey in the top of this hive, so we should probably get on ordering jars. Yeah, that's all brood.
Yeah, last year, so we harvested about we think a gallon of honey.
Just about, yep.
3 frames front and back, right?
Yes, 3 frames front and back. And I do have eggs.
Nice.
There are eggs and larvae up around the top of that patch of brood.
Oh gosh. Hopefully you all can see because I cannot. Okay, beautiful.
So, I think I'm going to go down into the bottom box now because I want to get up all of this comb that I'm having to deal with up here.
Yeah.
Because it's just hard to pull them up when they're stuck down below.
Yeah.
But anyway, go ahead with our honey
last
story.
Last year we harvested about a gallon of honey, we think. It was 28 4-ounce jelly jars that we got. We were very surprised.
Yep.
We were not prepared. Luckily, my aunt and uncle have bees, so we borrowed their honey extractor. It was a 2-frame?
Yes, 2-frame.
2-frame hand crank, which is fine because, you know, we didn't have any, but hand cranking was a lot. That's a lot of, what's it called? Comb.
It's a lot of weight is what it is.
Yeah. The boxes get heavier and heavier as the honey
I picked it up, and I could tell that this comb was still stuck to some of the frames.
Yeah.
Because I could feel some of the frames shifting around.
There's a lot more bees in this box than I thought from your, saying that the other one was a lot more busy.
Well, it seemed a lot busier when we got into it, or when we looked at it initially.
Look at all that light-colored wax. Anyways, so we borrowed their 2-frame extractor hand crank. It was a lot of work. It was a good time, though. It was hot.
It was fun.
Did it at my mom's house because she's got more space.
And she's got a screened porch.
Yeah, and you know, Grilly's allergic to bees, and when there's honey out, the bees will come for it. So we were enclosed, which was nice, so I didn't feel like someone was going to come for me. And it was covered and, you know, shady. Because when did we do that? Like in July?
Something like that.
Yeah.
It was late.
Yeah. Ooh. Our video is now just your suit since you...
sorry about that, everyone. You can see why Kelly is the videographer here and I am not.
Well, yeah. Anyways, so we did it there. It was a good time. We got more honey than we expected. We did not sell any because we were not prepared. You have to have things in line to sell honey. And
plus, we didn't think we really had enough
we didn't think we were going to get any
warrant going through and selling things. We gave a lot to friends and family, and we've been using some throughout the last year.
Yeah, and you all know we don't keep bees at our home. We keep it at other places, so, you know, we paid, land taxes.
Yeah, we gave
honey.
gave honey to the people who let us stay here.
Yeah. We'll have to pay land taxes to 2 places this year, so. Yeah, but, so we did that. So we didn't have a ton of honey. Well, we had more than we thought. We still have some left at home.
Yes, we do.
But for this year, we bought an 18
frame extractor. So that's 18 medium frames. I think it'll do, I want to say 9 deeps.
Yeah. I don't know, but it's a big kahuna. That thing had to come on a pallet, be shipped on a semi, and they had to get it off in the road, and then They only hiked it halfway up the driveway, so, you know. Thanks
So it
to
was
my,
large.
Yeah, thanks to my stepdad for getting it up. But anyway, so yeah, so I hope we have honey because we bought a big boy extractor.
Right. And, you know, we didn't buy the extractor thinking that we're going to have so much honey that we really need it this year.
Yeah.
We got that because we know that we plan to, you know, stay in beekeeping for a little while and continue to grow from where we
If my allergies
are.
don't get too bad.
Right. And so we figured we may as well go ahead and
purchase a nicer one
Right.
time instead of having
instead
to
of
get a new
buying
one.
a small one and then having
Yeah.
to get a new one after that and then a new one after that.
Yeah.
Just buy it once and
New
have
comb
it
on
forever.
this side. Yeah, so we did that, and I just was like, watch us spend lots of dollars on this and then not have any honey. But I think that we're going to have some at least, so that makes me feel a little bit better. This is all new comb on this
Yeah,
side.
they've started drawing this out. Yep, that is looking really nice. That is a brand new frame. You can see how white that wax is, but they've got nectar all through that, so they're storing a lot of nectar in this hive,
Nice.
which is good to see since we have a super on them.
Are you,
Yeah, I want to stick it out here. Because we have a super on there, we want them to be storing a lot of nectar.
Yeah.
So if they're doing that down here, then hopefully they will continue to do that upstairs as well.
Upstairs. Yeah, we left our frame rest, we think, at the other bee yard. So.
We did. We're thinking we might be able to go back there today. They were doing
They're making hay though, so it depends.
Yep. So
you know, that comes first.
Yeah, we had a hive out there that we ended up putting a super on that was looking really strong. So we're gonna see if they have started drawing comb because we didn't put a queen excluder on them when we were out there last. The bees tend to not really go through a queen excluder very well if you only have empty frames, just the foundation up there. So we left off the queen excluder, which means the queen could go up there and lay eggs in our honey super. So we are just waiting until they start drawing some frames, and then we're going to put the queen excluder on so that the queen will not do that.
Perfect. All right.
I've gotten so many stings in my gloves.
Yeah.
I haven't actually gotten any stings in me, though.
That is good.
All this is honey.
We're already at our 12-minute mark.
Oh
here,
man.
So
Kelly tries to keep these videos
around
that one
10.
went into me, I think.
If I let Bean go and didn't say anything, he would talk to you for 12 and a half years.
I would.
But you know, we can't have videos that long, so we try to cut it off around 10.
Yep.
Anyway, so what are we gonna do? We'll bring them back for another vid on shaking out the bees, right?
Yes.
But what are we going to do in between that?
So I'm just going to go through this hive, make sure everything down here looks good. We scraped off all that extra comb, so that was my main priority down here.
Okay.
I'm going to
the
continue...
bees are really coming out, man.
Yes, I'm going to continue to pick off stingers out of my gloves. I did get stung on the finger.
Actually?
Yeah.
Like you feel it?
Yeah, I feel it. On my thumb.
Oh, I thought you just said you must have just gotten
I did while you were talking.
Dang.
So I'm going to smoke my hand, and hopefully that will take away some of those pheromones that are coming out of the stingers that are in my hand.
Yeah.
And the bees will stop stinging me.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so we're going to do that.
It's the life of a beekeeper, you know?
Yeah, except for hopefully not the life of me, the beekeeper.
Yeah, no, not you. We don't want that to happen to you.
No.
But yes, I'm going to continue to go through this hive a little bit. Probably not much, maybe one or two more frames, just make sure everything looks good. I saw everything I need to in the top box.
And then you're going to shake those bees into here or what?
I'm shaking those bees out in the field somewhere.
Oh, okay.
We'll cover that real quick. So this hive over here that I stuck over here to put wax on and then never did, they have laying workers. So their workers have started laying because they haven't had a queen for so long. They're only making drones at this point. So they're just going to expand out our comb with drone cells. It's not going to be great. There's no reason to keep them around. They're just trying to get their genetics out into the environment as a last-ditch effort.
Yeah.
So we are going
ditch
to...
Or stitch?
What?
Ditch or stitch?
What?
What'd you say? Last-ditch effort?
Last-ditch effort.
I thought it was stitch effort.
I don't know. I always thought it was ditch.
Okay, we're gonna
whatever.
Okay.
So they're just trying to get their genetics out. So there's no point for us to keep them around. They're not going to continue to grow. They're just going to shrink and shrink and shrink until all the bees die off.
Yeah.
So we're going to go and shake them out somewhere away from here. And then throw the frames and stuff in our car and use them
for something
in
else.
another hive.
Yeah.
Use them for drawing comb.
Okay.
So that's kind of what we're doing today. Thanks for coming around.
Yes, thanks
And
for
we will
being
see you.
here.
Yes, being here. And we will see you in the next video.
All right.
Bees out.
Peace out, y'all.